That is it. Let me go back to our live before TikTok calls us. Boom. Yes, let us go back to our workspace of CLO 3D. So what do we have for CLO 3D today? So for CLO 3D, the first thing that we're going to look at how to set up our workspace. How to set up our workspace. So the first thing that you do in CLO 3D, and let me take you over back to my Windows so that you see what I'm trying to mean. This is my desktop. This surface, this is my desktop. So the desktop, this is the icon of CLO 3D, a digital software for fashion designers. So after you've installed it, this is how it appears. You just double click on it and you follow the credentials that are needed. Then after, it will take you to this empty space. Let me give you this empty space. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to TOPTS Tailoring Studio. Today we are having something brand new as per the heading. As you can see in my title bar, you may like the TOPTS Studio Live based on the creator. Okay, people who are just joining in, you're welcome. Welcome. We are getting started very, very soon. If you've just tuned in or you've just discovered this channel for the first time, please give it just 10 to 5 minutes. 10 to 5 minutes. There is a reason as to why I always give it in a countdown format. Today we are going to start this software from zero. Actually from zero. Don't see the avatars here. We are going to start it from zero, not until we explain every detail to attention. What I only need from you is get your, if you don't have this software, please don't, no worries, you can still pay attention so that by the time you get the software, you are able to do exactly what you learned. The best way of learning is first of all doing orientation, then afterwards you do what we call real practice. Okay, I'm going just to make this class today very brief because as per my lesson, I've made it in steps. We have only 11 steps, and out of the 11 steps, some of the steps you saw them when we were drafting the cloth yesterday. If you were not part of this class yesterday, please, it's never too late. You can still subscribe to my channel, and in case you need advanced classes for this, I have playing videos on my YouTube. You can still go and navigate TOPTS Tailoring Studio on YouTube and you go through multiple videos that I have. Do you have a challenge in drafting the suit? Have you ever tried making a suit but really you're seeing everything is piecing you up? Now the answer is very easy. Go to TOPTS Tailoring Studio and navigate to all the videos that I have there. I have multiple videos on how to draft a suit, a jacket, actually a blazer jacket. If you have never drafted a jacket in your life, please, the calculations that I have displayed on my YouTube channel are very easy. And how can you navigate to my YouTube channel? Let us do it before we start our class. You have your bronzer, isn't it? You can be using Chrome or any bronzer. You just type on the bronzer and then on the plus icon, you put on the search bar here. You just type TOPTS, TOPTS Tailoring Studio. You can still add tailoring because you may find there is another TOPTS in a search engine. So you put TOPTS Tailoring, then you click and it will display you what you're seeing on your screen. Are we together? Here we are navigating to TOPTS Tailoring Studio YouTube channel. I don't know whether it is accepted by TikTok, but TikTok, please help me. I want to show them where to get master classes from. So after you click on it, give it time. Of course, search engines, you don't need to rush. You have to click and give them time as you wait. So here is the channel. So we have multiple videos. I have multiple videos, but the emphasis that I always give you, there is this welcome video on my channel, which is this. It teaches you how to make let me first pause this video, which teaches you how to make how to draft a double-breasted jacket step by step. So this video is 40 6 minutes. But these 6 minutes are not just for fun, they are detailed to attention. If you've never ever drafted any suit in your life, please, these videos in this channel are for all of us. And not only that, I have a very easy to understand videos on how to draft anything, leave alone about fashion business and these ones. I have how to draft apron. If you have a challenge in drafting the apron, if you have this type of a machine, I have that video on how to do it. If you have you want to make a leather jacket, these are the videos. If you want to, actually just go to this channel and you will enjoy and you will thank me later. Okay, that is it. Let me go back to our live before TikTok calls us. Boom. Yes, let us go back to our workspace of CLO 3D. So what do we have for CLO 3D today? So for CLO 3D, the first thing that we're going to look at, how to set up our workspace. How to set up our workspace. So the first thing that you do in CLO 3D, and let me take you over back to my windows so that you see what I'm trying to mean. This is my desktop. This surface, this is my desktop. So the desktop, this is the icon of CLO 3D, a digital software for fashion designers. So after you've installed it, this is how it appears. You just double click on it and you follow the credentials that are needed. Then after, it will take you to this empty space. Let me give you this empty space. Let me remove the avatar. This empty space, let me remove the avatar. I create just new. This empty space, you see, this is the default workspace that comes with the software. So now this default workspace has windows. It has windows that we are going to see. So one of the windows is the 2D. I'm repeating this for the second time for all of us. One of the windows is the 2D. So this 2D works as a pattern drafting table where we do the drafting from. Then another window that comes with this software is the 3, this one. Now this one works as our showroom where you finish clothes and test them on the body. This one you test them on the body. So that's how the software is designed. So you can still only navigate to your window of importance. For example, if you come at the bottom extreme corner, at the right bottom extreme corner here, zoom your computer so that, or zoom your phone if you're using a phone, so that you can see these 3 icons. So these 3 icons, one of it enables you to view all the 2 windows at the same time. You can view the 3D window, which is this, and the 2D window, which is this one. Okay, then you come to the middle icon. You can toggle at the middle icon. When you toggle the middle icon, you will be only viewing 3D windows. 3D window, which is this one on the left hand corner of your screen. So let us toggle and you see what I'm trying to mean. Like that. You see, it's only the 3D which is visible now in your screen. But now if you want to switch it back to viewing 2 windows at the same time, you just toggle at this 3D stroke 2D window like this. Then the last window, the last icon that I need you to master also is that you can still view the 2D windows alone. How do you do it? You still come down here. You see the last icon which is named 2D. You click on it. Are we learning something out of this? You click on it and boom, it only displays the 2D window. Are we together? Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching part 1. See you in part 2, where we're going to see how to load the avatar, navigating the workspace, how to use a 3-click mouse in 3D, and also seeing the assets that come with the software. So guys, let us meet in part 2. Yes, okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to episode 3, part 2 of how to set up CLO 3D and starting up our first project, where we are going to see the loading of avatar, navigating the workspace, how to use a 3-click mouse in 3D, and seeing the assets that come with the software. Without wasting time, let us go direct to our class. In the previous part, we saw multiple things on how to open CLO, setting up a new project, and saving our project properly. Now we are heading over to part 2, where we are going to do the following. Watch and continue. Now we are done with seeing how to toggle these windows so that you are able to do them preferably. Next step is we are seeing some other extra windows that come with the software. One of the windows that come with the software is, let us load our avatar so that we can explain this very well. Okay, I want you to watch it clearly. This 2D window and the 3D window, the 3D window and the 2D window, put your eyes in them and see the magic that happens. What you do in 3D, it will be done in 2D, but the difference is the way things appear doesn't appear in the same format. Now we are going to see how things appear in both windows after we have loaded the avatar. So avatar is an asset that comes with the software. It's a mankind, it's a human being or a doll. We call it avatar. That's a digital word, a digital terminology for those things, the models. So we come here at the library. Now we're going to load the avatar, isn't it? Watch it clearly. You come at the library. You see on the left hand corner of your screen, at the extreme left hand corner, you see where my cursor is hovering, isn't it? So you just left click. Here, my dear friends who are using, who are interested in getting to know this software, please, the kind of the mouse that you're supposed to use, you must be having this type of the mouse. You see this mouse? A 3-click button mouse. The 3-click mouse button, one of it means this one is the left click. You see this side where my cursor is playing around? That's the left click. Then another click is the scroll wheel. You see this scroll wheel in the middle? That is the scroll wheel. Then now the another one is this button, which is a right click. So it's only you. I wish I could change my camera and then I show you by hands. You put your hands, you put your fingers, one finger on the left hand click, then another finger on the right hand click, then you remain with only one finger as a scroll for scrolling it. All your fingers must be communicating when dealing with this software. Okay, so now we go back to our software. So when coming back to our software, what I was telling you, you left click on libraries. Now we are going to dock our assets that come with the software. So you left click at the library here. Boom, you only left click once. Then it will give you this dockable, let me first return them in that format. It will give you these assets. One of the assets that come with the software in library is the garments, avatars, hangers, fabric, hardware and trims, materials and stage. But that's not only the end. You can still go ahead and customize this library by bringing or importing folders from your computer. How do you import folders from the computer to this library? You just come to this icon. You're getting it? There is this plus icon on top of your library here. Then you click. When you click, it will navigate you to the computer. Now there you're going to the computer. You get it? So from here, of course, you must be computer literate. You know how to operate the computer, and you know how to play with the folders in the computer. So when you reach in the computer here, if the folder that you're interested in is within here, that is in my edit, then you are good to go. But if it's not here, still you can come to your computer. Here is my computer now. These are the storages that are in my computer. I have this one is for my for my operating system. A local disk C, I always strictly keep it for only operating system and installations of softwares. Then now my extra storage that I have this one, this I have customized it according to the way how I understand them. For example, this video now that the class that we are having, the video, I'm saving it in edits. So that means if I'm looking for a video that I want, I have to come to my edit here, and then I have final project. So final project I put after I've finished everything. Now the video is ready for consumption on either social media, on any social media platform. So that's where I save my videos. Then when you come to here, I have raw videos. Of course, you know, some videos I take them with the camera, and you might find that you've recorded a video for over 12 hours, but you cannot post it. You have to narrow that video to 10 minutes. So that's where I keep this raw video, so that I come back at my convenient time. I do the edit so that I can narrow it to the minutes that I want. Then edits, this is where I always keep my scripts. So that's how I have customized. But that's not the reason as to why we came here. We came here to dock a folder to our library in CLO 3D. So let me see if we can open one. Like open maybe the project, final project. So from the final project, I have my folders. They are here. So I have CLO for YouTube, I have shorts, I have thumbnails, I have YouTube. So if I click on this CLO, that means the features that are in CLO and the program can communicate them can be accessed. I just click on it, and then you see select folder. Once you click select folder, it will automatically, I'm not going to select it because it is heavy. I have a lot that is in this folder, so it may take time and it will consume more of our time, and yet we want to finish this class early. Okay, ladies, let us tap the screen and share this live to around very many people. Tap the screen, tap the screen, so that TikTok doesn't say Mbu, we are mute or inactive. Okay, so I'm not going to export this to the library, but I was just teaching you how to. When you click on select folder, it will automatically take it here. For example, I have my custom folders that I brought. One of it is avatars, another one is the Trother, then another one TOPTS Natural, then another one is TOPTS Plugins. So these are my custom folders. For those assets that come with the software, you just have garments, avatar, hanger, fabric, hardware, material, and stage. And this one depends on the software version that you are using. For me, I'm using 2022. So you may find in 2021 is different, 2023 is different, and this is 2026. I don't know whether it is already out. If it is out, you may find it's also different in the way it is laid out. Okay, so our software here, we have seen how we have created this workspace. I've explained the 3D and the 2D section. Now we are entering into the library, and in the library I've taught you how to dock folders from the computer. So now the next thing that I was telling you is to load the avatar. Loading the avatar is a doll or a mankind or a model in this software, and of which when you click on avatar, it drops down below here. If you can zoom, you have these three folders, which is female, kid, and male. But always me in my classes, I advise you to always deal with the female avatars. Why? female avatars or female adults have detailed body shapes than other types of gender. You know, male, they don't have detail, but women, they have actually detailed shapes. So when we open, now we want to load the female avatar. What do we do still? You double left click. When I say double left click, this is the mouse. So this mouse, this side here that you see my cursor hovering around here, this is the key I'm telling you. You double left click. This one, you double tata times 2. Very fast. So you are able to open the folder in this program. So I come to this program, I come to this folder, I double click. It has opened. Now, when you double click on it, it also comes with default settings or default assets, of which one of it is the arrangement, avatar, challenge, cap, hair, motion, poses, shoes, size, and you can still customize it. As you can see, me also, I customized my folder from here by putting TOPTS. This is the TOPTS customized folder. But here in this software, it comes with the two. I customized the first one. So this is the factory default that comes, the avatar that comes with the what? With the software. So this avatar, as you can see, they show you a preview from the front, from the side, and from the back. You get it? So now I want you to watch the magic on how we dock this thing to 3D. So docking it to 3D, still you left double click your mouse so that you load it into the workspace. How do we do it? Just double click. Give it time, it will dock. So this one from the background is our avatar. If you can see, leave along the software that we have, leave along about the covering that we have done. So don't mind about the covering. That one is just for us to blend ourselves so that we don't get strikes. So this is the avatar. So this avatar, you can still customize it according to the size. You see this one, the 2D window. In the 3D, actually, let me explain this. In the 3D window, you're seeing it's a real person. You're seeing a real avatar, the doll. You're seeing it. But in the 2D window, it's seen as the shadow. You see, it's just you're seeing the shadow. Are you seeing the shadow? Let me toggle only the 2D window so that you can see. This is what I mean. In the 2D, you're only seeing the shadow. You're seeing only the shadow, and this one only, that's what you're seeing in the 2D window. Then only if I toggle to 3D, this is what you see. You're seeing both the human being and the rest. So now this one, the advantages that are in 3D, that you can turn this avatar 360. So you can face it from all the sides. You can view it actually from all the sides. You get it? Let us load the dressed avatar so that we can see what we are able to, so that we can learn what we are trying to say. Because the moment I turn this avatar behind us now is also like that. So they will say, please let us get an avatar which is dressed, because you've known how to load the avatar. So let me just load the avatar which is dressed. Let me load the one which is on clothes. I pick the avatar on clothes. Oh, we dress this very one. So let us dress this very one so that let us load this very one. Now this one is dressed. Congratulations to us. Hey, Posy, it is still seen. Let us first give it simulate so that let us simulate so that we cover her properly. She's now dressed. People, the vibe is not there today. I don't know why. Why is it that the vibe is not there today? Where have you gone? We are going to go up to where we got this dress from. So ladies and gentlemen, we have seen this, how 2D windows behave and how 3D windows behave. And if you're already in the fashion industry, you must be familiar with the word patterns. So these are the patterns on the 2D window. You see, these are the patterns on the 2D window, and it's already dressed on the 3D window. These are the patterns. From here, it's just the pattern. Then here, it's a cloth that has been dressed on the avatar or on a human being. This one is now our human being. If you face it from all sides, you change and do whatever things that you want to do with her. She is able to do what you are able to do it in this window. In case you have positioned it in this format and you want to return her back to normal, please don't worry. Yes, I can hear. Thank you so much, my dear, for the reply. So the sound is very clear. So when you position it in that format, don't worry. Just right click in empty space, then you choose front, then she will come back to live. So I think this is what I was trying to tell you. Now you see you're viewing all the two windows at the same time. But now if you want to switch to only 3D window, only to be viewing only the human being, you only press on the 3D like that, and only the woman who is dressed is seen in your screen. Then the same way, if you want only the 2D window, only the patterns that are the ones that that you want to be seeing, you still toggle to 2D window. Here you only seeing the patterns. You see it? Now that is it. So this is a jumpsuit. This is a jumpsuit, and if you go about this, you know how to draft a trouser. If you don't know how to draft a trouser, please, I have easy to understand a tutorial on my YouTube channel. Just go over there and search any of the pattern drafting of a trouser. You will be able to draft a perfect trouser in very easy way. It has nothing, no English inside, just only looking for the video and you do what you start. But my videos always, when you're having them, you must be prepared. You have a pencil, a book, and a ruler. Those are the only equipments I need you to go with to my videos. Then you are allowed to pause the video, because on YouTube you can pause the video. What's the name of your YouTube channel? The name of my YouTube channel is TOPTS. This is the channel. If you go to YouTube, already we are on YouTube, so you see that's the channel, TOPTS Tailoring Studio. So with the logo, the same logo that you see on YouTube, on TikTok, that's the same logo that I have on my YouTube channel. And be part of the 10,000 people who have subscribed to the channel and the journey we are looking after at 100,000, inshallah. So that is the channel. So I have multiple videos on how to draft anything that you see it is hard for you. Trousers, baskets, leather jackets, whichever video that you're looking for and you need it in detail, please, detailed. You just go there, you will thank me later. Okay? Just go over there and then you will thank me later. I have very simplified researched formulas on this platform, and don't only consume alone, you can share it with a friend, because you may find there are fashion designers who are looking for this kind of knowledge but they cannot get it, and here they are, you have them. So ladies and gentlemen, let us go back to our class. So this is a 2D window. Now for purposes of us understanding, let us toggle all the two windows to be seen. So I toggle it like this. Now we are seeing all of them at the same time. Now you've known how to load the avatar. Okay, those ones are Rachel. Thank you so much for sharing. Rachel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If there is anything, that you want me to correct here, please let me know. And if there is anything you want us to navigate through, please let me know. If it is not there, still let us continue with going through this software. This software, it's strictly designed for designers, fashion and design, tailors, seamstresses. Please, this is our software. Don't be there looking for whichever software. Of course, engineers have their own, which is the ArchCAD and the 2CAD. Now we also have a digital software where you sew clothes. Here we do everything. Here these clothes, we sew them from here. I draft the pattern and I sew it. You get it? So we are done with that. We have seen how to load the aperture. Now the next step that we are going to look at is how to increase. Let us see how do we increase this aperture, or how do we make her move. You can still use this aperture as your model, by the way. You can still use her as your model. Can we make her model for us what she has created? Yes, it is easy. So what do, you still just remain on your avatar. You come to female, then motion. You come to this folder of motion. So the folder of motion, I customized a lot. I customized a lot of this, and it will take time for us to generate a motion. So the only example that I can maybe do to you what I did, let me take you to my gallery, the videos that I did earlier in motion, so that you can see that what I'm saying is easy and it can be done. And in the process, you will also learn how to do exactly what I did in this software. So let me show you. Let me navigate to my Windows. Let me navigate to my computer, and then I pick one of the final videos from CLO. I think I can use this one. These are the examples of the videos that this software does. So you're seeing that one? The lady moving on your screen is an avatar. It's an avatar, my people. It's an avatar. The software is designed in a way that it is really vast. What you see, I didn't record it with my camera. What you see is not a real human being. What you see is not what, but the clothes, I created the clothes, the jumpsuit. You create the jumpsuit. After creating, you sew it on your avatar, and then after, the motion is already inbuilt in the software. So that's the best thing about this. You don't need to go around town looking for the model to come and put on your clothes. You can do it from there. Still, even you can decide, let me see, this dancing avatar on the one I created. You see, she's already placed on my studios, and I gave her a background music. You see what she does. So everything is being designed by this. I mean, it comes with the software. The good thing about it is it also comes with some other plugins. Yes, hi, Misael. Thank you so much. Hi, thank you. So this is it for this one. Now, the next tool that I want you to understand that comes as an asset of the software is the what? Is the garment. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel or you haven't followed this account, please follow, share it to your friends. And also, don't only end here, you can still navigate to our YouTube account, YouTube channel, and be part of the 10,000 people who have already become part of the studios. Yes, okay. Part 4 of our episode 3, creating our first pattern in 3D. And here today, I'm going to teach you a step-by-step on how to draft, cut, and sew this beautiful basic airline skirt with a zip and a waistband. Okay, whether you are an established tailor, seamstress, student, designer, or someone who wishes to take your career in the fashion industry, this 3D digital fashion journey must be embraced. Now, without wasting time, let us create our first pattern together in this format. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you how to make this airline skirt from zero, and attaching the waistband, and also from the behind, we're going to attach the zip. So without wasting time, our people, let us get to the drafting side together. So first of all, if you're new to this software, we are going to create our new project like this. You come to file, you left click, then new project, then you left click once, then I don't need to save this. I'll just give it in that format. Then I have to reset my workspace in this format. then I make adjustments on what I want to do. I make adjustments. So as you know, this is our 2D window and this is our 3D window. So before we get started with anything, we are going to first of all load the avatar to a 3D window. So we come to library, then I will first of all choose the garment, and then I will use let me use TOPTS everyday learning. So loading it, yes. So this time round I don't want our avatar to be nude, because most of the avatars, most of the warnings that I'm getting online, they are warning me this video, the photos are nude. So I first load the garment that I created, then afterwards we come to avatar, then we look for a female avatar, and then I'm going to load this TOPTS Pro classes. Ignore the rest, just click OK. Boom, your avatar is loaded in our workspace. You see now when loading it, it is appearing here in 2D as well as in 3D window. So what I'm going to do to a 2D window, these clothes that I already have, I hope you're seeing them. So we are going to take measurements of this avatar. So the measurements that are needed for this skirt, we only need the waist measurement and the hip measurements, then the full length of our A-line skirt. So we are going to take measurements in this format in our avatar. So let us zoom our avatar very well, then we turn on the measuring tools. So when we turn in the measuring tools, so this is our waist. So let us see what is the waist. The waist is 34 inches, so we are getting 34 inches. Then the hip, what is the hip for our avatar? The hip is 42.75 inches. Then the full length for our cloth, let us see the full length. We are going to go from here up to the knee. So we go up to the knee or above the knee. Anyway, let me make it long up to the calf. Boom. This is 31 inches. So the length of our skirt is 31. A recap, the hip is 42.75. Then the waist is 34 inches. Then the full length is 31 inches. So we now deactivate our edit measure avatar. Then we now proceed to our practical class as usual. Now, for this case, we don't need too much of a 3D window. So I'm going to squeeze it like this. Then I want the workspace of a 2D window to be too much. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to import our pattern paper. So last time I told you where to get the pattern papers from. In case if you have not watched those videos, please, I recommend you go and watch all the episodes up to this part 4 of our episode 3. So to load or to get our pattern paper from the software, you come to shape tools here, then you left click. After left clicking, we choose the rectangle. So when you now see it is carrying the rectangle, so I will put it anywhere, anywhere here. Then I left click once, then it will pop up this window. So my workspace for this, I'm going to just do 20. That's the width is by 30. Actually, let me make 30 by 35. Then I leave other settings in a default format. Then I click OK. So you give it time, it will load. Boom, it has loaded. So this one now, I don't want to work on this black background. So I'm going to come to objects first. Then I add another shape, then I drag this to this. I want to work on the white. background, then I still toggle this back like that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our pattern paper. As you can see, it's even reflected here in the 3D window. So this pattern paper of ours, now we are going to get started with the drafting. As usual, all of us, we know that whenever drafting anything, the must two lines is one vertical line and one horizontal line. So on this side, I'm going to draft one vertical line. So here I'm going to come to shape tools. Then this time around, I'm going to internal. Then I left click, it will pop up this selection. So this time around, I'm going to use the internal polygon line, which is this one. I activate it. It is now activated. That means this internal polygon line enables me to write inside this workspace or this pattern paper. So I now get this, then I drag it down, then I put the measurements of my skirt, which is 31 inches. Then I hit OK. Boom, that is it. So that is our skirt length. That's one vertical line of our skirt. Then now we are also going to add another horizontal line on top of our pattern paper. Then like this, I just make it 20. I click enter. Then now these are two must lines for almost all of us. So let us label this as our waistline. This is our waistline. Then this is going to be our center back stroke center front. Let me change it like this. Yeah, like that. Now we have finished to determine these two lines of our A-line. Remember, we are drafting an A-line skirt. This A-line skirt, which you're seeing, this A-line skirt is the one that we are drafting from scratch, and we are going to sew it, assimilate, and see how it drapes in this avatar of ours. Okay, so we come back to our class, which is this. So these two lines, we are done with them. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is to determine our hip line. So for the hip line, we are going to mark from this. Let us see. I need to activate. The space is not enough. So let me adjust so that I'm able to see my rulers. So this is it. I'm able to see my tape. So from the waist, which is here, up to the hip, which is around here. This is the hip. From the waist up the hip. So this time I'm going to mark 10 inches from the waist to the hip. This time around, I'm not going to use the polygon tool. I'm going to use add points. So for add points, I'm going to click on edit tool. Then I select, I come down here, I choose add point. Then it is activated. So now I come to this point, I drag it following this line. Now CLO detects that that's the line you're taking through. So when you right click and put the measurements that you want, it will automatically put it along that line. So me, I want to put our waist to hips 10 inches. I press enter, then automatically it puts there. Then I now come back to our internal lines. Then I choose this, I put horizontal, I click, then I press enter to complete the process. Now that's these two lines of ours are done. Then maybe the last line that we need to determine is our hem allowance. So we don't forget to always add hem allowance. So we are going to come at the bottom here, then we add hem allowance of 1 inch. Hem allowance, then still we square across this straight line like this. I press enter to complete the process. Then now these 3 lines are done. Now next, what we're going to do is to insert our measurements to these lines accordingly. So first of all, we're going to begin with the waist. From the waistline. So for the waistline, remember our waist measurement was 34. So when we get 34, divide by 4, giving us 8.5. So I come to add points here. I come I mark outwards, then I right click, then I type 8.5, I press enter to complete the process, and it has added what? That point. Now that is our inches. Then remember to add that one. So from this 8.5 inch point, we are marking this side 1 inch. That is our dart intake. I press enter, then that one. We are done with that. Then the next thing that we're going to add is work on is the hip line. To the hip line, you're just going to get your hip measurements, which is this. Our hip is this, which is 42.75 divided by 4. So you still come here, 42.75 divided by 4, giving us 10.6. So I right click, then I type 10.6 like this. I press enter to complete. Since it's a basic skirt, let us add is allowance of 1 inch. 1 inch. I press enter. So that is our is allowance. So still the measurements that I have here is what I'm going to square down here. So for CLO, it communicates very well. I come here at my hem allowance line. I also mark. Now here I'm marking 11.6. I've already added it. I've already added my allowance to it, 11.6. Then I click OK. So this is what we have. Remember, this is an A-line cloth. You see how it is. This A-line cloth, it has to come extended like this. So now from this 10 inch, which is the hip measurements divided by 4 plus 1 allowance, you're going to mark from this point outwards 6 inches. So 6 inches, we come back to our measurements. From this point, we're marking outwards 6 inches. So that means I'm going to mark it 6 inches like that. So after that, we're now going to connect these points together to create our side seam line like this. So I come to here, I activate internal polygon line, then I come at this point, I mark, then I mark. Excuse me, before we continue, we haven't added seam allowance to the waist. We only added that allowance. So you come back to the waist also, you add seam allowance of 1 inch. Don't forget to add seam allowances to your patterns. You can add as much is seam allowance so that you don't get fabric shortage when sewing or joining these things together. It's better you add more, then you trim it after. Still, I come at the waistline also, I add my seam allowance of 1 inch. So already from the hem, we already extended it by 6 inches from this original point. So now this is what we have for our class. This is what we have. I come and I activate our internal polygon line, then I connect this, then I connect it to this like that, to that. Then if it was a normal one, this is what we have, this point to this point, should be from that point to that point. That gives us that square from the bottom. Now we have finished to identify the seam, but now we cannot make it in this format. So that means we are going to shape our A-line skirt from the bottom to get this skirt type of shape. You see this shape here, you see this one that we moved up. We are going to shape it from the bottom, this one you can see from the original pattern. This we are going to shape it from the bottom. So we come to our pattern here, we mark from here, we still go and activate add point, then mark upwards 1 inch. 1 inch, I connect. Then now I still activate internal polygon line, then I connect it back to this point like this. Boom, very easy like that, as simple as that. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have already finished to create the shape of this from the sides and the bottom. The next thing that we're going to do is to insert our dart intake, or dart, to insert our dart to the waistline. So we come to the waistline here. You remember our darts, we always consider apex to apex measurements. So for this avatar, apex to apex, from this apex to this apex point is 8.5 inches. So that is it, 8.5 inches from apex to apex. So now we get our 8.5 divided by 2. So 8.5 divided by 2 giving us, let us get the calculator. If you can, calculator, this is the calculator to help us. 8.5 divided by 2 giving us 4.25. So 4.25 inches. So now I'm going to come at this point, 4.25. remember that you're going to sew it together. You get it? You're going to sew that afterwards. So that means you're going to get this plus 0.5, giving us now 4.75. So that's my dart from here, from this center front guideline. So I'm going to mark inwards 4.75 inches. I press enter. So this is my dart guideline. Then now let me make a dart line of 3.5 below. So the dart 3.5, that's enough. 3.5, it's enough. Then now from there, do you remember the dart that we added on our waistline, which was 1 inch, because we got the waist divided by 4, giving us 8.5, which was this point, plus 1 inch for the dart. Then now we added 1 inch for seam allowance. But now the 1 inch that we added here, we are going to shift it back to this line so that we shape our A-line skirt in this format. So that means this one is now our center of the dart. So from this center of the dart, I'm going to mark this side 0.5. Then also from this side, I'm going to mark 0.5. I press enter. Then now I activate my internal polygon line. Then I connect these points together like this to create my dart intake. I press enter. Now that's our dart. The next thing that we're going to work on is to work on the zip. You remember we are going to cut the zip for the, we are going to add the zip to the back. So this one only is our front. So we are going to cut we are drafting 2 in 1. We are drafting 2 in 1 pattern. So our zip allowance, we're going just to make it 1 inch from the center front. From the center back, we mark 1 inch. I press enter to complete the process. Then I come at the bottom also here. I mark 1 inch. I enter. I press enter to complete. Then now I connect this together like this. I press enter to complete the process. So as you can see, that is it. So this one is our, I forgot to label this as our waistline, hip line. This is the hip line. Then this one is our hem allowance. So I don't want to inconvenience this original pattern of ours. Now I'm just going to do the tracing of this. So doing the tracing, you're just going to activate. You first highlight. Let me highlight only the back. I highlight the back. All the lines that make up. I'm now going to go with this. Activate this. I highlight only the back. This, so that's our back. And now I come and click on trace. I activate it, then I come when it is still highlighted, I right click like this, then it pops up this. So I'm going to trace this as a pattern. I click OK, then you see it has traced it. So I take it to empty space here. I take it to this empty space, I release, boom. Already this is our back part. Let me label it back part. Then now the next thing that we're going to do is to trace out the front. Remember, the front we are not going to add the zip, so we are going to only get this line. So that means we are picking this line, we are picking, activate this, we are picking this, 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 this one is not activating. This one, you make sure that all the internal lines you highlight them so that it doesn't disturb when you're trying to trace out. So we have finished to highlight our front. So you still come and activate the trace tool, then right click, trace as a pattern. It has refused, so there is a problem somewhere. There is a problem somewhere, you see. It is not, that means the tracing is not all that good. So let us see where we did a mistake from. There is this space which we have left, which is this one. So I click on it. Now I trace as a pattern. Now this is complete. So I bring it to this side. Boom. So now we don't need this. Let us take it somewhere far from here, and then still not to inconvenience it, let us freeze it. So we freeze it so that when we are doing the simulation, our original pattern is not disturbed. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is our front. This is the front. This is the front. Remember now, we make just the adjustments. Remove this. Remove this line. Remove. Let me just use the activate button, then I right click, extend there, and then this one also extend to pattern outline. Here those are lines. Then I'm going to delete this line, then this point, not to disturb us. I'm going to make it convert it to a straight line, so I'm deleting that point. So even here I'm deleting them, so even these points, these 2 points, I'm converting them so that they don't disturb when I'm doing the simulation or when I'm doing the stitching. So this one also, I do what? I convert them to a straight line. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the basic. And remember, when you're doing this, you can't leave it in this format. You can either create some kind of a curve, you can create some kind of a curve, but for today, let us do as it is. So now someone is calling me. No, Flavia Manik. Okay. Yellow, we have been instructed by users to restore internet. So internet is back. Okay. The watch is making noise. So ladies and gentlemen, these are our 2 patterns. These are our two patterns. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to see how we put these patterns to our avatar to sew them together. But before we proceed, let us create the waistband. So the waistband of our skirt is going to be 3 inches. So 3 inches, that's the width, and the length is going to be 34 inches. So you come to this shape tool, then you activate again the rectangle. Boom, you can still press S on your keyboard. So it is carrying my rectangle. When I left click anywhere, it pops up that window. So my waistband is going to be 34 inches. That's the width. Then the length of my waistband is going just to be 3 inches. Then I click enter to activate. So after activating it, I'm going to, since we are dealing with oval shapes or round circumferences, I'm going to make this in the format of a curve. So I choose fullness, then fullness line. There is fullness point and fullness line. So I activate fullness line, then I come at these points. It is even giving me the guidelines. I click here and then I drag it all like this. Dim, then I activate, then I come here also. I click, then it will pop up a window. Then in this window, I'm going to make these adjustments. That means I'm going to do it from both sides. Then the distance, let me make it with negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. I click enter. I click OK to complete the process. Give it time, it will load, and that is it. Now our waistband has taken a twist of that, as you see from the previous avatar that we made. This one, you see, this waistband of ours, that is how it is also done. So now my people, we go back to our class. So this is it. Go back to our class. Now we are coming to put these things to the avatar. So the avatar already has some clothes with it. So we are going to trace where this pattern is, these clothes are, and then we freeze them so that we don't get interferences when doing the simulation. So let us see where they are. This is the pattern. I right click all of it, and it has activated. Then I freeze. So when I freeze, that means whichever things that I will be doing to my avatar, nothing is going to be interfered. My clothes are going to remain intact, these internal clothes. So now the next thing that we're going to do this time round, we don't need, you remember, these are our patterns. You're seeing them, they are there. These are our patterns, they are there. So what we're going to do is we are going to put them on avatar. How? Let us only toggle to 3D window this time round. So these are our patterns. Remember, this one is our back pattern, then this one is our front. So we are going to get the front, and we put it to the front like this. And then for the back, let us put it first of all down. Then our waistband, the waistband is supposed to start from the front here. Then the back panel, we are taking it to the back. So we are taking it to the back. So I turn the back, like this. Then now to bring it in a full, in a good format. Where is it? Let me see where it is. This is it. So to bring it, I'm just going to activate my arrangement points, or arrangement points, which are this. I activate, that means, so I'm going to place it around here. So it has already been brought to the front. Then I put it some inches like that. Then I move it a bit somewhere far from the body. Then I activate it in that format. So even this front part. It's a bit exaggerated, so let us make it also lay very well. Now, using still arrangement points, we are going to put this avatar, this cloth. Let us first bring down the back so that we are able to put our waistband very well. So still we are going to put this to this. You see the image. When I click on this arrangement point, it is going to it's going to it's not changed. So that means if I want it to go around my bodies, I come to, you see where I came? Let me go back. You come to property editor, and then you look for arrangement, which is here, and then now you look for shape style. So I'm going to choose curved. You see, it has changed it to curved. So now bring it in that format. So before we continue with anything, we are going first of all to sew our let me deactivate the arrangement tools, deactivate it. So before we proceed, we are going to first of all sew the waistband together, then we simulate. So the sewing tool, we are looking for the machine here. Let me activate all the windows so that you see what I'm trying to do. So what I do in the 2D window is being reflected in the 3D window. You see now, what I do in the 3D window is being reflected here also in the 2D window. For example, if I select this front panel, you see even in the 3D window it's selected. So even the sewing, I'm going to sew this pattern. These are the sewing machines that we have. The sewing machines, each and every machine, in the process, I will be telling you what they do and how do we go about them. So for this project right now, we are going to go with the this first one. So I'm going to choose sew segment or segment sewing, which is activated with the button N in your keyboard. So now it's activated. So I stitch it from this side. You see, when I put it on here, it is even showing from the other side. So that means I can sew it from here. I activate it, then I come and finish it from the 2D window. So I want to make something deliberately so that I teach you how to correct it. So I've made it. So now you see I've sewn these ends together, but you see there is a cross, this kind of a cross. So this kind of a cross, when you stitch, you're going to twist your waistband inside out. So we don't want that to happen. So you come to edit. You see this button here, this cut tool here. You get edit the sewing, then come over the sewing lines, then right click, then you say reverse sewing. It is now changed. If you want to remove it, you can still delete it. You delete the sewing, it will go. So for this time, we don't need to do that. So now our sewings, we have finished to stitch our waistband sides together. So the next thing, we are going to give it some strengths. We are right clicking on it, then we give strength so that when we simulate it, it doesn't get fabricy smudgy, taking time to drape. Okay, now then after, we are going still to right click this back and the front, then we freeze, because this time around we don't need them. We only need the waistband to be stitched on our avatar. So let us still activate this, then you see what the magic is all about. So you can still press here, or you can press a space bar in your keyboard. For this time, let me press just a space bar in my keyboard, and you watch the space like this. Boom. Then you can still click here or spacebar to stop the simulation. So I've pressed spacebar, the simulation has stopped. So this is our waistband is now attached to our avatar, isn't it? Yeah. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to unfold the front panel. We're going to unfold the front panel. Then also we are going to unfold to copy symmetric to the back, symmetric sewing to the back panel. Then we unfreeze them. Let us unfreeze them, and even for the back, let us unfreeze them. Then this one, let me first hide it from 3D window because it is inconveniencing us. Okay. As you can see, the back is already the waistband is already attached to the avatar. The next, let us freeze the waistband so that when we are doing adjustments to this, we don't interrupt with the waistband. Okay, step by step. And ladies and gentlemen, you need to know that this is not yet fashion. Okay, this is just learning content first and how to go about with the software. And when you master these simple shapes first, that means complexity. Complex design is like the ones you saw me doing in my videos. It will be easier for you to do what, to go about them. So now we activate all the 2D windows, we activate all the windows so that I want to make some adjustments to the dot. You see the dot, the dot point here. So this dot point, you're going to get activate this edit tool, press Z in your keyboard, then click on this line, then hold the shift in your keyboard, then click on this one, then right click. After right clicking, you cut. We are cutting it off like this. It is going to generate. Give it time. Boom, it has generated. So we are going to remove this. I delete this. I don't need this. I don't need this anymore. Still, I come to the back. I also activate. I click. I shift, hold the shift. I left click, right click. Then I cut. It has gone. I come to transform tool. I click on it. I delete. I don't need them now. So after you have done them, you need to change this into the dots so that the software is able to discover that you are having a dot around that area. So how do you do it? You still come on edit pattern, you activate it, then click on this one, hold your shift button, then select this side, then right click. And after right click, you come to this pop-up menu, you choose shape that cap. Shape that cap, you see what it's doing. I want to zoom in so that you see what I'm trying to mean. You see what it has brought. So you just only press enter. You see even the system is carrying click and drag cone points. So clicking and dragging cone points, it's a bit technical. So you just press enter and you see the dot is taking its shape. You see the dot is taking its shape. So we are doing that to the front panel also. To the front panel, you activate this, hold the shift, activate this, then right click, then shape that cap. I press OK, and then I press enter in my keyboard. It has done. It has done. It is doing. So now next thing is, let us move them a bit somehow far from each other so that we are able to create other patterns. So for the back panel, for the front panel, I want you to watch this also. Let me zoom in so that you're able to see what I'm trying to mean. I want you to see what I'm trying to mean. So for the front panel, we're just going to activate the edit. Then you come to this line, these lines, then right click, then Let us first remove this. I remove this. I delete this point because it is interfering with our things. So now I left click here, then right click, then unfold. Boom, already our front part is unfolded. Then also I convert this to a curved line. Also I come to our back. So for the back, we are not going to unfold because we are going to attach the zip to the back, isn't it? So we are going to open it and copy with the symmetric editing. Let us turn this one to the back so that you're seeing what I'm trying to mean. So when I right click, I copy symmetric pattern with the editing. So I bring it like this, then boom. You see where it has been positioned on this side. So that means for the back we have two panels, and for the front we have one which was on fold. Okay, so these are our patterns together. They are now there. So now what is next? We're now going to join these patterns together and simulate it to the bodies. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to activate these lines which are straight. We are going to stitch them together. First of all, the dots. And you remember these dot points. We are going to stitch them. We activate the segment sewing. Then from this side and this side, then this side and this side. So this time around, I think we are going to only use segment sewing for this project of ours. Then I come to the dot also. I activate this. I saw this dot ends. So now for the dots end that we scoped as symmetric with the editing, with the symmetric, copy symmetric with the sewing. So what you do to this side it has been done automatically. Now remember we added seam allowance of 1 inch to this pattern. You get it? So we are going to activate this. Then we come to this side of our pattern. This side of our pattern, we right click and offset as internal line. Then we mark here 1 inch, then press enter to complete. You see what is being done to this side is what is done to this side. You get it? So that is it. On this side also, on the front part also, we are going to do the same. We're going to do the same. Right click, then offset as internal part. For this one, we have to do on both sides manually. Set like that, then I press OK. Now we are done with this, isn't it? So the next step that we're going to do before we stitch this together, we are going to fold this. Let us fold this line so that we stitch. This is where our sewing machine is going to pass. So if you don't fold it, you're going to get trouble when joining these things together. So how do we fold this? We are going to activate this fold arrangement. We activate it. Now you come to these lines. You see? Now you come to these lines. So let us see what we are going to do with it. From there, then we are going to fold it all the way to there. You see there is this Kasai type of buckering. It is not folding very well. So you come to property editor. When the fold is still activate, you turn this to 0. You turn this also to 0, and then you activate fold rendering. You see what is going to happen. It is going to fold very well. So this is what we do. So we go and look for another line, which is this. We also do the same. We fold at this time round. We put 0, 0, then rendering on. Then also today, which part also, this one also, where we are going to add the zip, we are going to fold it. Remember these ones, we copied them symmetric with editing, isn't it? So we put the fold arrangement to 0, strength 0, then we activate fold. Then the last fold line for us to work on, I think we are going to work on the front, which is this. So this one also, we are going to fold it. We are going to fold it. We are going to fold it inside completely. Then 0 1 here should be 0 0 on. Bas. Now we have done what? We have finished to activate that. Let us see how we can hem our, which is this. So that means we are going to choose these lines, choosing them like this. Then we are offsetting it by 1 inch. 1 inch, then 2 lines. We need 2 lines. I press OK. I come to this also. So I was explaining to you the reason as to why we do what we do this. Okay, we do this because we are going to fold this hem allowance. This is our hem line, so we are going to fold this hem in this format. Excuse me, Control Z. You need to position it very well like that. Then now fold it in. Then when it is still activated, press that. You see the fold? It's now folded from below. So that is for the front. Now we go to the back. Let us activate only this one. The back also, we are going to fold, folding it all the way to there. This is strength 0 0 arrangement on. Okay, so as we have finished to fold the sides, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going now to join the sides together. So we are going to activate our sewing machine. Here we are still using segment sewing, which is this. We activate segment sewing. Then now you join this. You see this line and this. Let me zoom in so that you see which line are we joining with which one. This and this. I click, that part is joined. I come to the side also. I get this, which is that. You see it is highlighted, which is this one. Then I'm taking it to that one, to this line. I activate it. That one is also activated. And another line that we are going to join before we attach the zip is this. We are joining this and this, then this with this. Yeah, so those ends we have finished to join them together. So the last thing that we are going to do to our pattern, let us activate this. We are going now to join this. we are going to join this together, but we are going to use our M to N, which is this M to N. Now what I do, let me unfreeze this. So I have deactivated it. So let us activate our M to N free sewing. I come here, I rotate, then I come back, I double click, then I go to my window. When we go to a 2D window, it's telling us press enter to complete what? To complete the sewing. So I'm going to press press enter. I'm going to press enter, then I double click there to complete. I double click there to complete the sewing. I double click to complete the sewing. I double click to complete the sewing. I double click to complete the sewing. Then I'm finishing it from the back. I double click. I double click. Then now when we go back and see from the 2D window, it's saying press enter to complete and segment sewing. So I press enter. Now already our segment sewing is done. Next is we are going now to attach this waistband to our skirt. So let us freeze the waistband. We are going to attach the skirt to our waistband. So let us first freeze the waistband, then we are going to strengthen these patterns, because now we are going to do the simulation. You make sure that you strengthen all the patterns, strengthen them. I go even to the front, I give it strength. Then after I'm very comfortable with everything, I turn on my 2D window. I make sure that I cross check everything. I move this closer, this far, move this closer, even this, I move them closer. Yeah, like that. So there are two ways of joining this together. One, you can press here, or you can press a space bar in your keyboard. Okay, so let us press this and watch the space. Just take some water. When it is doing the magic, it is doing it. So ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, this is not yet fashion. It is just learning how to control the software, and when you master this simple shape, that means when we go to start doing complex things, you will not get any challenge. Okay, that is it. So I hope you see how our dress is taking its shape. The dress is taking its shape, and it's doing very well. It's doing its shape very well. Give it time. Okay, I press to end the simulation. Now let me return it and freeze them so that they can drape very well. I unfree and undrape. I still undo them. Then I go ahead and even the waistband, but the waistband I first wait. Then I still run the simulation so that this cloth of ours sits very well. Yeah, if you do the completion when we're doing a fold arrangement, we never did it well, so I think that's why it's doing that. So ladies and gentlemen, already our skirt has been attached to our avatar in this format, and this is our airline. So let us first stop the simulation, then now we deactivate even the waistband, then we simulate all of them together, we unfreeze, we simulate all of them together so that they can sit relaxed to the body. You can sit relaxed to the body like that. See, the magic is taking place, so we can still stop the simulation of it. So now this is, so far that is it. So we are going to do the next thing that we are going to do. As you see from our this, we want exactly this one what we have. Okay, so this one, what we did was just to put the images, I mean the fabric. So this is where I do everything. This is my fabric print of my logo of TOPTS Tailoring Studio. So I come back to this, then I come to objects. From objects, it will lead me towards, I will have to add fabric. I don't want to interfere with the original pattern. Then I come here, it will take me to my computer. Then from the computer, you pick any image of your choice. Me, always I love making them with my logo, so I click, then give it time. It is going to import it here on the fabric menu. So my people, as our design, our print is coming to be loaded, it's already loaded. Now what is next is just carrying it and dropping it here, carrying it, dropping it here. I drop it to the back, I drop it to the front like this. Then for the waistband, I am putting silk black like that. Then now this is how everything has come. Yes, this is how everything has come. So now I can still go ahead and unfreeze the rest of the patterns so that we get what we want. Let me unfreeze all the patterns. Boom, we have come to the end of today's class. If you learned something from this, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to give this a like. And these classes are going to be continuous in a series, and next time, if all goes well, we shall do another class on how to, I think I will teach you how we did. So this one, these are now complex designs that each of us need to learn. This one is a complex one, and I think this one is going to be our next tutorial if all goes well. So for today, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the studios. See you in our episode 4. You are now, this marks the end of our episode 3, which we have learned the basics. Now we are going into something very, very unique also. We're going to see how we can draft these beautiful clothes and even stitch them on the avatar. Then after, we see how we can go over to almost everything. So people, if you have challenges in doing anything, drafting, you have drafting problems, please, you can navigate to my YouTube channel. I have multiple videos that teach you how to do anything, drafting, starting from the suit, trouser, bustier, dungarees, and many more clothes. So for today, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say thank you so much for watching. See you in episode 4, part 1, when we are drafting this beautiful bustier full scale skirt and its blouse. Okay, Bye bye.